whilst it's been 15 years on, it's still very difficult. It's something I will never, ever forget. And oddly enough, we're in our 15th year, but I remember it as if it was yesterday. I was 22 at the time, running late for work. And what happened that morning will never, ever leave me. It will be forever etched in my heart. And my thoughts today go out to all the survivors, go out to all the victims, and also go out to all the survivors and victims and their families of all the consecutive terrorist attacks we've had thereafter.
Do you mind, if it distresses you, please don't, but can you talk us through that day and where you were and what happened, but not if you find it upsetting, of course?
I will do, because I have spoken about it publicly a lot of times, so I don't mind speaking about it. But yes, as I said, I was 22 at the time. I'd started out in my career in the city, so your average 22-year-old city girl. I was running late that particular morning, and I remember getting on the tube from North London on the Piccadilly Line, and it was rush hour morning, busy. It was hot. I remember it being hot, and I remember the train leaving King's Cross, and I just kept looking at my watch, thinking I'm late. And 10 seconds into that tunnel towards Russell Square must have been the loudest bang I have ever heard in my life, and the whole tube shook, came to an instant standstill. People standing up fell down, sitting down fell forward, and off their chairs like myself. And I remember the lights went out, and the very dim emergency lights came on. I started to hear screams and slowly started to process that something's happened. Looking around me, people were injured. Time went on. I mean, it was about 45 to 50 minutes, but that phrase, it felt like a lifetime. I will know what that actually means. Yeah. And I actually genuinely, I didn't know it had been a bomb. Never in a million years, Nick. Never would I thought it would have been a bomb. So I thought we had derailed, and we'd come, and something had happened. We'd come off the track. The next tube's leaving King's Cross, doesn't know what's happened to us, and there'll be a massive fireball, and we're all going to die. So I genuinely thought July the 7th, 2005 is the day that I'll be dying. And that's when I froze. Now, when I look back 15 years later, I realize I went into a state of anxiety and panic, and I froze. And I started to think of my mom. I started to think of my boyfriend at the time, my loved ones, and that I hadn't said bye to them. But all during this time, the screams, and I remember people banging on the doors, people banging on the glass, trying to escape. We weren't going anywhere. And this went on for 45, 50 minutes, and I remember people helping those who were injured, pulling out water bottles, and the noise and the heat and the black smoke. Actually, I've forgotten about the black smoke that immediately started to come through the ventilation system. So bad that I remember I was wearing a suit that morning, taking off my blazer, covering my face, because you started to choke on the black smoke. And that's what was happening to people, coughing,